everybody. Welcome back to another video here. Today we are getting out. It is about noon, actually a little after. It's like 2. Should have been out here at noon. But we're gonna do an informative video on how to troll planer boards. We're only gonna be out here for about 2 hours. It's the middle of the day, and it's probably gonna be a little bumpy, getting bumpier. But yeah, we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna be trolling worm harnesses, 3D blades, pick them up at buffalotackle.com using code WillsWorld. And then hooked up off those planer boards, we're gonna have some Okuma Blue Diamonds and some Okuma Coldwater reels hanging onto those boards. And we get a lot of questions on how to troll planer boards for these walleyes. And so we're gonna try to go a little in depth, maybe catch a little less fish, but do a little more instruction on how to do it. So hope you guys enjoy this video. We are gonna head out about 5 miles to 50-ish feet of water, where these fish have been pretty loaded up for the last couple weeks, and we've been doing some pretty fast limits. So let's get to it. Here we go. All right, guys, so that's how you clip on an offshore planer board. You can do it a bunch of ways. You can twist the line 8 times and hook the loop, but we troll pretty slow. So I just bury the front clip up in there, and then the back clip's the important one, the red one, because it has the pin inside of there.
It keeps you from losing the board.
Yeah, and so when you snap this board off and you don't hook that, there's a great chance that that back clip also rips out of the line.
Let's show
you lose your planer board.
Yeah,
so,
that's right. Let's show this.
When you got a fish on, you know, all of a sudden the board's gonna drop back and you just go like this. And now that board clips back, and now it just drags behind the boat, and it'll sweep all the way behind the boat, so that when you hook up on a fish on the outside, it clears your inside line or your inside 2 lines sometimes. Sometimes we run 2 or 3 boards out there.
So bring that back in. He's going to re-hook the front. And also, they're called planer boards because that's exactly what they do.
Yep, they plane out to the side.
Watch that thing go as soon as it stands up.
There's right ones and there's left ones. So don't buy a bunch of righties for the left side. You'll have a huge frustration.
Or to actual boating people.
Yeah. Starboard and port.
Thank you. Nice. There's the first one out. All right, guys, I think we got one on that outside planer board. Will's gonna pop that.
There we go.
Just grabbed it.
So tighten the drag just a little bit. I actually keep my thumb on it and go bam.
Yeah. And now you can, hopefully you can see that board flying back. Sank it.
Sank it.
Which could be a big walleye. Nice, bud.
Yep.
Just you and me in the boat today. It's been a been a wild several days.
Yeah, we were doing the math, we put 400 walleye in this boat since May 1st, and man, it hasn't been out without some hard times and good times.
Everybody's gonna be upset you start talking numbers. We're gonna hear from somebody, but a lot of walleye came in this boat. We had a lot of good times, family,
a lot of new people out on the
friends.
boat.
I mean, it wasn't just you and me. It was awesome. That's what it's all about in summer. Everybody wants to go out on a boat in the summer, you know?
Yeah, we've had, knock on wood, May was a tough time for the weather.
Yeah.
But it seems like June and July have helped us out a little bit, even though we're out here in some reasonably sized waves today.
Yeah, we'll talk about what's making the July fishing so good out of Buffalo.
I got news for you, this fish is pulling.
Yeah, good. You're gonna have to protect me taking that board off because I'm not going back there. The waves are about coming over the motor. I don't know how you got me out here this afternoon.
Gotta do it.
Sad face.
Gotta do it.
Big old sad face did it. All right, that's that keeper that Will talked about with the peg on it. And now he's right to the fish. Put that on the floor. I'm gonna clip on.
I forgot the weight to go.
Oh, the weight's still to go. You're right, I jumped the gun.
A little bit.
That was a nice bite on that board. It slid right back just like it was supposed to.
Yep.
You know? And Will's just taking it real easy on the reel. Boy, we saw some crazy, we had a bunch of beginners on the boat. We saw all kinds of shenanigans. And probably the biggest thing I saw lose fish was a low rod.
Yep.
Right? They kept their rods a little too low. You gotta, you know, that thing's up in the air. It's a big cushion, you know, but they didn't. Boy, did they pay. It's tough.
I can't believe we're not getting a little bit better bite going here with how many fish are
Well,
going,
Will, it's the middle of the day.
It is the middle of the day, but man, we drove over some 12 pounds.
I know, but you're expecting a lot for a light sensitive fish.
That is true.
So I'm gonna clip everybody on here. You think you're gonna net him this side?
Yeah, I think so. He seems like he's behaving.
All right.
We're not keeping today, guys. We are catching and releasing.
Going back.
Gosh, feel good? Yeah, it doesn't feel little, and it was an outside board, so a high fish. Usually, those are your bigger ones.
That's what we're starting to figure out.
I mean, that's got a good bend to that rod.
Our friend Brian has always
2 colors.
look at that thing. Giving you a tussle.
I got the drag set, so if this fish does decide it wants to make a little go at it, it's got plenty of room.
We got a sailboat coming. That's nice.
Alright, this fish is coming.
Oh, I see color. Please don't be a sheephead.
It's not fighting like one.
It's like a nice
Walleye though.
Yeah. Got him. Nice. Nice fish. Beauty. All right. Like Will said, we're not keeping today. That one bit fire tiger, huh? Yeah, up high.
Yep.
You need pliers. Rich. I don't know how many will show them to us. It's a good peek. Oh, it's just a beautiful fish, guys.
It's a great eater fish.
Man, you don't get much nicer in Lake Erie. Throw him back.
Oh man,
Feisty too.
Ready.
I don't know how many we'll catch today. The idea was really just to show you guys how to fish planer boards, and there it was, start to finish. But we'll show the harness a little bit more. Again, we're getting a lot of questions about these blades. We tie our own harnesses, and
you can also buy them whole.
you can buy them whole as well. But Will's an artist.
I like making them. It's fun.
It's fun. And so that bead pattern is our own doing, but that blade, 3D, baby.
Yep.
Nice. All right, we're gonna get these set back. Keep on fishing.
All right, guys. So what I have figured out over not as many years as a lot of guys, but over the last couple of years we've been doing this. In the afternoons, I like to go about as slow as I can. And one of the problems with going slow is when you get into waves like this, the boat starts to surge. A big wave will push it, and then the boat will catch up, and there'll be a slight pause. And a worm harness is only as good as how it spins. And so when the boat's surging and that blade completely stops spinning, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna bite it. So we're actually moving pretty fast right now. So I'm gonna slow us down a little bit. And we like to try to troll around 1-1 to 1-2, and that thing's actually chugging pretty fast. So I'm gonna keep slowing us down a little bit.
Now it's important to say that, you know, with some technology, you can also figure out that the speed at the speed down deep is different, right?
Correct. Correct. Like a fish hawk, that'll give you a ton of insight. But
but this is a pretty good place to start.
It gets you close.
You'd be surprised how many guys just throw a worm harness over the side of the boat and don't even look at it in the water.
Yeah.
You know. So
that looks about good. That's at least a starting point. I might go a little faster, a little slower from there, but that gets me a starting point because we're marking tons of fish and we're not getting tons of bites. And so I'm one of those ones that I want to find out why. Is it a speed issue? Is it a depth issue? You know, our bait's running higher than they should. And with the live scope, I can pan over, and I mean, you can actually see all the walleyes coming out of the back of the boat right now. But with the live scope, you can actually see your weight. So if I pan over here, I might not be able to see it right now because there's a whole school of bait right where that weight would be. But it seems like stuff is actually riding a little high, which is not great. It's not where I think it should be. So if that's the weight, yeah, stuff's riding pretty high right now. So we're going to have to go a little deeper, I think.
That's where the live scope's been a big help to us. You can actually see these weights.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to let you finish setting that up.
All right.
We got one on the back rod. Whew. What do you need me to do?
Gotta get this out of here.
Reel it in?
Yeah.
All right. We were in the middle of setting a rod back, guys. And one bit. So we're just gonna clear this line real quick. I'm trying to work around Will a little bit. Well, at least you didn't have it too far gone. It just left the boat, really. So I'm gonna get this.
You gotta move.
What's that?
You had to move. So this is tricky. This fish is actually burning off line on me right now.
Is it really?
Look at this.
Oh, wow. Nice.
We got a 6-ounce weight on here, which kind of makes it very tricky.
That's heavy.
It's heavy, but I mean, look at all the fish we're riding over right now.
Oh, wow, guys.
Packs and packs of walleyes.
Look at the live scope field. Look at all these walleyes. Jeez.
This school out of Buffalo is impressive this year, and we talked to a good friend of ours who is a guide out here, and he knows about anything and everything on this lake. He's super talented at it, and he was telling us that when the lake freezes how it did last year, and which it hasn't done in a couple of years, as a lot of you know that are local, it makes the lake do a couple weird things when it doesn't freeze. A whole bunch of cold water will blow over to this end of the lake, whereas when the lake freezes, a lot of cold water stays off on the Canadian shoreline with these southwest winds. Wow, I have not gained an inch on this fish.
That fish is kicking your butt.
And something to keep in mind, it happened earlier this year out of Barcelona. We had some good strong north winds, and the lake actually flipped, and the fishing goes absolutely awful. They went from limits easily to nothing but struggles.
Because it moves cold water around.
And it moves cold water. All that warm water goes down, and all the cold water comes up.
As an aside, when that happens, go deep.
Go deep.
That's
go
the
way out. You got to find stable water.
That's the most stable water.
And so I know a guy that was fishing down there. He said he found them. They were fishing for them in about 50 feet of water, and he found them out in 140. He was out in the middle of the lake.
Yeah. But so in Buffalo, there's, geez, this fish is wild.
I might have to start paying attention.
There's super cold water on the Canadian shoreline right now. And so what's going on is it's acting like a stopper. A lot of times in the summer, as summer starts, our fish move to the Canadian side of the line, right? And we can't touch them. But right now it's super cold water over there, and right along the Canadian line, right where we are, is kind of the perfect water temp. And it keeps the bait here, everything. And our buddy was telling us every year the lake freezes, this is what you can expect in July. We're in the middle of a serious mayfly hatch. I mean, they're on the water like seaweed, and still catching fish. So we're gonna take full advantage of the Buffalo fishing while it's here, obviously. I mean,
we don't want to drive far if we don't have to.
Yeah, gas in the truck and gas in the boat is a little bit much.
Yeah.
So what is going on here? Is this fish better be a massive thing?
I hope it's not a sheephead. If it's not a sheephead, it's a big boy.
I mean,
we had the summer league coming up, guys, in a couple weeks, and so we actually brought the bump board with us that you need for.
I'm not sure why, but we did.
I was just curious.
Just to practice, yeah. It's
we'll practice
through Fish Donkey, through Western New York Walleye. You got to become a member.
Yep. And it's a great league, guys. We tried to keep it as affordable as possible to try to get everybody in. Yeah. You know, a lot of these tournaments, and no offense to them, they do great, and a lot of guys fish them, but they're $500, $600, $700, $800 to buy into this tournament, and we can't afford that. We're just simple guys that work and like to fish. And we just happen to film videos doing
Despite our YouTube fame, we are normal.
Yeah.
We are normal broke guys. Yeah.
That's why a lot of times you see us out here after work trying to just hustle, just trying to make the best of an afternoon, you know?
Yeah, we love fishing, we love making videos.
And today we were sitting on the couch, the weatherman called for a small crash advisory, and it's kind of nice out.
Big guy started snoozing, taking a little nap. Will started getting...
I started getting antsy. I was like, I'm like the buoy's showing 07s. We got to go.
Let's go.
So when I was talking to a couple of you this morning on Facebook, I was like, how are the waves? Because I saw you guys were crushing them, and they're like, not bad. I'm like, oh boy.
Well, this is not great. Are you still losing line on this fish? Holy cow, Will. Jeez.
This is a bit much.
If we pick up another one while this is going on, you're in trouble. I keep waiting for my side of the boat to do something. of substance here, but nothing. It's a lot of times when there's waves, that's how it goes. One side of the boat's not going to perform.
And a lot of times,
it's just not right.
That also happens too because we troll pretty slow.
Yeah.
You know, if you're doing faster, if you're doing 2 miles an hour,
yeah.
Like our buddy Brian does, the whole boat will work because everything's pulling a little straighter. But for us, it gets a little tough. But yeah. We make do. We're not out here to catch triples and doubles constantly.
Yeah.
Especially when there's only 2 of us. So finally started getting a cranker. I was
gonna say, this is going on and on. Meanwhile, I spotted a problem. The worms are getting hot, so we're gonna stick those back in the cooler. That's gift of the trout master, whether he remembers or not. The cooler came into the boat one morning and never left.
Never left.
It worked out so well. So I miss the trout master. We gotta get him on the boat.
We do. We've been getting a lot of family out this year that usually hasn't come out.
It's been awesome.
It's been busy,
awesome.
Busy.
Yeah, there's a few of you out there who still haven't gotten on the boat. You know who you are.
Yeah.
We'll be looking for you in July. We got some busy stuff coming up, but we'll get you on some fish.
Something else I want to talk about while we're fighting whatever the heck this thing is. A lot of you guys have been asking about walleye trips. I am not a U.S. Coast Guard captain, so I cannot take people out on the boat. I can do short trips for steelhead, lake trout, brown trout, king salmon. That's my thing. That's what we like to do. But reach out to me. Brian, who you've seen in a couple videos, who we have now done a couple trips through, you know, YouTube videos and Facebook, guys reaching out. He is a captain, and he's also a business partner with us and a lifelong friend.
And most importantly,
I run the back of the boat, and so you guys will get to hang out with me and hang out with Brian.
And Brian is the best walleye fisherman we know.
Yeah, he's a wicked guy.
He taught us everything.
He did.
Even if everything was trolling lead core, but it was a good place to start. So, Will, you got to get this fish in.
It's time to get a little serious. I mean, I'm like, look at that. I start to reel and he starts head shaking.
I know, but
we got an 8-pounder.
Holy smokes! I don't know.
I'm gonna act like it's gigantic until I see it.
I mean,
watch it be a big catfish.
Jeez, look at these waves! Holy cow!
And actually, Brian's heading out of Sturgeon Point right now.
Yeah.
Said the lake was laying down a little bit over there, which is great to hear.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. As I'm watching these sets come in. Jeez Louise.
There's nobody out fishing anymore.
Oh, I can't imagine why.
Why?
It's hot. It's 90. Hot. The waves are 3 feet tall.
They are not 3 feet tall. Look at all the fish on the screen.
I know. I know. Look at this, guys. This live scope doesn't lie. Those are all walleye. That's nuts. That's nuts.
And these are, I mean, these are your local fish. Not like these are this is not the Ohio school that's showing up. You know, usually they show up around July, but they usually don't go past the Cat or August. And like, if these buffalo fish make it down the lake a little ways, like to the Cat or something, the fishing come end of July when those Ohio fish eventually do make their way here is going to be nothing short of insanity.
This single fish is going to be your entire video today.
I'm sorry, guys.
Can you just reel?
I'm trying. I got a 6-ounce weight hanging on here, and I got a big fish.
If the reel moved as fast as your lips,
it's gonna be embarrassing when it's a sheephead.
I know. What the?
It hasn't made like that big run.
I know.
The screen. Oh
I know.
My God.
The screen is polluted with fish marks here, and I just want to see what this thing is at this point. Holy, we're not even to the weight.
No, he took about a 50-yard swim the other direction.
Getting impatient with you.
Pulling a little harder than I want.
I know. I know.
If we've learned anything this week, don't pull hard.
Wait,
look at this, look at this.
Oh, jeez, yeah. He's going. He's going.
And so on these little convectors, these little Okuma convectors, they got sweet drags on them, but I like to just use my thumb. And every time a wave comes, I open up the bail so that when the boat rises, I can let out just a little bit of line, because when you're fishing in bigger waves like this, when the boat goes up, you're pulling, you know, it starts to move. And look at that.
You got another fish.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. That is big. That's a sheephead, right?
That's a sheephead.
So the other board is gone now, and Will's still fighting this fish. That was big. That is probably a sheephead.
Yeah, it's a sheephead.
Makes me think this is.
I don't think so, because it didn't do that when it bit.
You guys saw that board go probably in the background, and now it's right out here.
I mean, look at all the fish down there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to, well, we got plenty of line, but
That's all right, let it go.
we're gonna have to take some action at some point.
Here comes the weight.
Good, finally. Finally, the weight. I'm not gonna walk back there till it
It'll
comes.
be a lot easier when we can get the 6 ounce off.
I know. 6 ounces is a lot of lead, guys. Sometimes we go to 8s. So. All right, buddy. There you go. Big old weight. Does it feel better now?
Yeah, a lot better.
Yeah.
Feeling like a big walleye.
6 is a lot. Well, should I clip on? Or are you gonna keep letting it take line?
I don't want to lose it.
I know you don't. You'll see him get upset.
Yeah. Especially if I don't know what it is. It's got big head shakes like a walleye.
We've been fighting this fish for 10 minutes. Can you see it? A lot of times Will will hop up there so he can see down into the water.
Oh, big walleye.
Big walleye.
Big
Let me
walleye.
clip on. It came up to the surface, guys. Big fish. Nice big walleye. All right, well, good for you. We're taking your time. Oh my word. That's big.
That's big.
I wonder if that's another one.
It could be.
Oh, Will.
Oh my god.
Great big mouth. I'm not getting out too far, so.
Yeah, I know.
Holy cow. I mean, we got him if we can.
All right.
Yep, we got him. Nice job, Will. Holy smokes. Look at that
That's
champas. Show them off, bud. And then we got another one to get.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Nice
you
6
guys.
pounder.
Yeah, nice 6 pounder. All right.
Got a nice revive on there.
Going back, yeah. And we'll get to work on this other one. I might want to reel this other one, if that's okay.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, guys. Nice. You take the camera.
Yeah,
I'm up.
you are.
I guess.
We're still in nice and shallow water, guys, so we're not too worried about releasing these fish.
That board is popped, right?
Nope.
Should I?
Yeah, just reel it in.
I don't have the knack that you do.
It's a twitch. Yeah, twitch
I
it.
know. It's more the base of the rod than anything else. And your side of the boat will be cleared.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this on here real quick.
When this fish hit, it just ripped line.
Yeah, it did. I don't know, sometimes sheephead definitely hit like that, but sometimes also big walleyes just take them and
We'll
just
find out
go.
if there's even still a fish on here. in a
There
minute.
definitely is. That board's way,
Think so?
or that rod's way too bent for there to be nothing. All right, here's the planer board. So obviously it didn't trip.
Jeez, it's
Wow.
moving hard.
You got the drag set, or
No.
are you sleeping on it?
I'm
You
sleeping
gotta
on it.
crank the reel to get it to set.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Holy cow. I'd like to get that board off.
Yeah, you gotta get it to me. So you can see that board has not tripped yet. So there's still 2 clips hooked to it.
Whew. Sweating.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, you are sweating. Look
I
at
am
that.
sweating. I know. It's hot out here.
Yeah.
Stay in.
guess-
All right, here comes the weight.
Oh, hey now.
I don't think this is a very big fish after all.
No?
No, I don't know. You ready?
Yep.
Get my weight.
Here's the 3 ounce. All right, 3 ounce, and the board is off.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a drag.
Yeah, make sure you're ready to rumble over
run.
there.
Took off like 10 feet of line.
Oh, no, big sheephead.
Ah, of course.
Sheephead.
Of course. I get the
Sheephead king.
Now we can pump the rod and make some. Oh, good. Good, good, good. It was a sheephead. Yeah. And I pulled the hook on him. Whew.
Hey, we didn't want to touch that one anyway.
Wow. That was epic. That bite kind of said it all.
Yeah,
me
it was
anyway.
extremely
When they
typical of the
just-
sheepy. Yeah.
You know, so bunch of mayflies in the water right here.
Yeah.
Looks like Will's got a bunch of work to do to
I
reset
do.
his side of the boat. Nice.
All right, guys, put it on the board again. Front peg and then back peg. And just throw it in the water. And then when these go out, we back the drags off. Turn that clicker on so it's just going out. And then just stick it in the rod holder and just let it go. You don't have to hang on to it, nothing like that. Just let it go.
All right, we just got that rod set, or it's still going out, and this down rod went. You want me to grab it, or
yeah.
Are you driving, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Big guy gets to reel one in. Oh geez, this thing's going too.
Yeah, keep in mind it's a 6 ounce, so you're gonna have to give that line once in a while.
Yeah.
Fit like a walleye.
I love these little low profiles. They fit right in your hand.
Yeah,
you know.
They're great.
These are the bigger size, right? I haven't felt any head shakes or anything yet.
No? That was a huge weight on there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
It's coming in pretty quick, actually.
Yeah, I'm just reeling steady on it. I'm a big fan of getting to the weight. Like,
yeah.
The way especially when it's a 6 ounce.
Here it comes.
When it's a smaller weight, it's not as bad. I can feel that fish down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's staying down.
Yeah,
too.
it's head shaking. I can. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Look at that 6 ounce are bouncing around.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'll take your teeth out.
This fish is. Yeah, be careful. This fish is gone.
All right, 6 ounces off.
All right, we're tight to the fish. It's trying.
It's
to get
staying
me.
down.
It's trying to get me over there.
Guess I should get this camera ready here, guys.
Jeez, this thing's pulling.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's shaking like crazy.
Probably a nice walleye.
Yes, I don't know. Oh yeah, I see something.
Yeah, nice fish.
Oh yeah. Not a huge walleye.
No.
Huh. Just a little head shaker.
Yeah.
Keeper. Third one in the boat.
Yep.
25. Holy smokes. Right, Will?
Yep.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Nice little guy.
Little fish. It's all right.
Back.
I don't know, after cleaning, what did we clean, a 4-man the other day? I'll tell you what, those little ones clean nice. Show us that. What do we got?
3D blade.
Look at that, guys.
Blue and purple.
Woo!
It's having a good year this
We'll
year.
put the color on the screen. It's blue and purple to Will, but it has a name, so we'll figure that out. You need another worm, get back out there.
Yep. Fish. Your back rod.
My back rod?
Oh, no, it dropped it.
Well, maybe we gotta feed him for a minute. You got that one baited back up?
Yep.
Get it back.
Starting to get bites, guys. We've been kind of trolling the same speed, and I've been S-turning, but now instead of S-turning, I've been speeding us up and slowing us down with the dial on the foot pedal, and that's our second bite after a speed up.
I'm gonna have to check that one and see if
slow us back
see if the
down.
worm took it.
Yep.
Took the worm.
Alright guys, just ran out about 2 miles and we started getting shallow there, and it seemed like it was more and more junk fish, so ran out to 52 and see what we can find. So we're gonna run the usual spread, 2 ounce on the outside on the boards, 3, and then 5 and a 6 ounce right to the bottom. So
Nice.
see what we can do.
See there? You got him. Nice, Will. Yes. Whew, you were just saying, I can't believe we're not getting bit. Also, my side of the boat, which is nice.
Started doing some S-turning because the current is just awful out here today. Absolutely awful.
Also, we're trying to do a planer board video for you guys to explain these boards, and we've caught one fish on a planer board. Sometimes that's just how it goes.
Sometimes that's how it goes. Still fishing.
Still fishing, still happy to catch them. And I guess the planer boards, you know.
There's double.
Oh, for real?
It was there.
It might come back.
Probably not. There's no worm left on it now.
Oh. sometimes, you know, sometimes it's just how it goes.
I mean, look at the school of fish.
Yeah, I know it.
Here's the weight.
All right, let me get that out.
Covered in
Ah,
cabin.
are we sure this was a bite? There's an awful lot of junk floating right now. The mayfly hatch, primarily. Jeez, just brutal. All right, should I clip on? Are you feeling like you're close?
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming fast.
All right, let's see what we got here. We snuck one in. All right, pretty nice fish.
Yeah, it is bigger than I thought.
Oh, he came unhooked too. Came unhooked in the net.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a quick release.
Show them off to you guys.
That's a fat fish.
Nice. Happy to have them.
Yeah.
You're still watching that other rod. Nice release on that guy. Right on. Nice job, buddy. Give me some. Holy smokes. And the best part, he came unhooked in the net. So
Yeah, that's always great.
we're gonna that was on that blade. Yeah, that blade right there. We'll flash it on the screen so you guys know, but another 3D harness. See that?
There now.
See there? Oh, nice. Thanks. Yeah.
Seems like if you're not quick on them, they freaking chomp it and swim away. It's happened to us twice now.
I feel like that one bit like 8. Whoa.
I know.
This drag is not set at all.
Well, get it set.
Ooh, wow. Just tightened right down,
Was
actually.
it?
Yeah. Wow.
What do we got?
Feels good.
Feels good?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting. Who knows, though?
Who knows?
Got a big old weight on it. I hit bottom, then held it for 10 seconds, then hit bottom again.
Okay.
So what do we think? That's within 3 feet of the bottom, right?
Yeah, it's right there. We've been seeing a bunch of fish right on the bottom. To the point we actually moved some of the boards a little deeper.
Yeah, our inside boards, we moved them deeper. Here's my weight, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still there.
He's there.
You know, we came out here,
Oh, yeah.
we were banging through waves and it's windy and all of a sudden the wind just died. What? Holy cow.
Now it's hot.
Oh, jeez, this fish.
I see him back there up on the surface.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
I mean,
He's making a swim at it.
he's just taking line. I don't know if you can see that. Holy cow. This thing.
Pretty
Truth
crazy.
be told, I don't fight too many fish anymore.
No.
I'm behind the camera most of
Oh, it's a sheep head.
Why do I keep catching sheephead?
I don't know.
Not happy.
No.
I hate these things. You're gonna show this one at least? We've caught a couple of them today. We might as well show this one. It occupied some time. You can see this guy right here. I broke a hook on one earlier.
There he is.
Trying to unhook it.
In all of his ugliness.
In all of their ugliness. They get much larger than that. Hey, I didn't break the harness.
That's shocking.
Thanks.
See ya.
Yeah. No bueno.
That's no good.
I'm gonna
Alright, we gotta get
There's
another
rolling.
bite going here.
Wow. All right, guys, we think we got a board bite. You can see this inside board slid out of formation. Will's grabbing the rod. He just twitches it. Kind of. Not really. It's not going to release for him this time. He set it a little too deep, but we'll bring that
for a little more wave action, but now it's not.
Yeah, now it's not wavy. You have to, you know, that front pad we showed. I might have something on mine too. I don't know. I heard it clicking. We'll check that in a minute. Let's get this. So you just real slow, bring it to the boat. You just set this deeper, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I went to 44 on it.
Boy, sometimes. All right, here it is. Feel a fish?
Nah, oh, there he is.
Is he still on?
Yeah, he was swimming at the boat.
No way. Oh, here comes the weight
I will
already.
say, guys, you know, getting these clips off, you don't want to dilly-dally.
Yeah, and that one got, Will set that one a little bit deep and it got into the, kind of the second set of guides on it. So, let me,
I don't know if this is a walleye.
let me clip us on. See what we got here. Yeah, it was on the inside board, so that's pretty sweet. Like I said, filming planer board video for you guys. Oh yeah.
Little guy.
All right. We'll take what we're given.
I'm the nuclear glow.
Nuclear glow. That is my favorite of all time. Will never wants the pliers, guys.
You use the
There we
pliers
go.
and break the hooks.
I know. Little.
Oh.
Oh, we gotcha.
I was not hanging on anymore to that guy.
Well,
Get him back.
you saw the classic bite right there. You know, the board's out there and all of a sudden it starts to shoot back. It's got weight on it.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, sometimes it's a little more violent than that. Sometimes it's less violent. Like, you know, when it's super flat, sometimes you just see the back of the board kind of sinking into the water a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's usually when they're biting real light. They're biting decent today.
I don't know how much more we're gonna do here. It's hotter than hot.
Yeah, we were just trying to get out real quick, catch a couple fish, show you guys some in-depth on planer boards, and get out of here.
And that was, I mean, this is our second troll. Like,
yeah.
You know.
We're doing good.
Yeah. So, all right, let's see what comes.
All right, guys.
All right, here we go.
Wait, no, let's turn that on.
We were getting ready to pick up.
All right, so outside board. There it goes.
And you can see it
And-
screaming across there.
Pan back here real quick. I'm not reeling.
Good
I'm
point.
just sitting here, just waiting. Being nice and patient.
This could be a sheephead. Either way, it's the last fish of the day.
Yeah, it got, I mean, it's hot. It's crazy. They called for a small craft advisory today from 11 this morning to 8 o'clock at night for 10 to 20 mile an hour winds and waves 1 to 3 feet. I don't feel any wind. I mean, this is crazy.
More reeling, less talking.
But now I got that out of my system.
Yeah, good. William hates the weatherman.
I really do. That
Nothing personal.
I could understand being wrong a little bit, you know, 5-10 miles an hour even, but like they issued a small craft advisory. It wasn't even 1 footers.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Let's get this fish in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh man.
Freaking board sank.
I know.
Gone.
Yeah. And when you tripped it.
Yeah, you wanna set that up and clear that rod so we can move that one over there.
Yeah. Let's do some work here.
We need this fish. It's been a eventful last 2 hours with the current. So.
Well, I could just clear yours.
No, 'cause I don't want you to reel it up right in my stuff.
Where are you at?
There's the board coming on. So we're just trying to make some room, guys. Trying to clear a line real quick, and then we'll move the other bottom bouncer rod to the other side of the boat, just because the current is so crazy today. We got the waves going straight into South Gap, and the current is pushing to North Gap. It's wonky, and it has made some frustrations today. Whew.
How we doing?
Doing good.
You can move that over if you want.
Yeah, move it all the way over to that one right here.
Yep.
Alright. So now we've made some room, guys. Whew.
Hot.
Yeah, a little bit.
How we doing?
The board.
Bored.
Board.
I don't know if any of this. Where this way.
So just that back clip is hooked.
Yeah, except for when you get it all the way into the teeth and the way back. Wow. The teeth and the way back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
There
Here
is.
comes the weight.
There is too deep. That fish is swimming way over here.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful when you're putting those on.
Yeah, I'm going a
you're
little
setting
too
the
deep.
safeties deep. They're getting into the guide pits.
Oh.
I don't know if we're gonna get them. Oh, it's a big walleye. It's big.
Oh my God! Look at this. Coming bent to the railing.
Holy cow! It's nice.
Hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice fat one.
Yeah, it's super fat.
Man.
Holy cow!
These fish are eating good.
That's a wrap, folks.
That's a wrap.
I'm excited about the fish, but I think I'm more excited about going home tonight.
Oh, that dude, he chomped it.
Oh, he wanted it, huh? You know it's bad when Will goes for the pliers. Surgery. Well, if we got to keep one for dinner, it's not the worst thing. Oh, it's not McGill.
No. Gotta get this one unhooked before I can get the other one unhooked.
There you go. You can get them.
Yeah.
All right.
Ow.
Hold them up. Let's see. Oh yeah, pretty fish. Nice job, Will.
There we go.
Right on, boy.
Nice. Good eaters.
You did good. Planer board fish. That's a wrap, guys.
That is a wrap.
Get a nice release on him. There he goes. Nice job.
Perfect.